I think we should start with the Isak deal. Ekitike is fine. Liverpool
Alexander
still want to
Isak.
get Isak. Yeah, Nunez. The future for Darwin Nunez is undecided yet. So, what can you
Yeah.
say about that?
Um, I actually I don't know. Okay, so when this whole thing started, I wanted Isak, like, okay, because I was sure that Nunes was gonna leave. But
Mm-hmm.
and I remember the last time we talked, I got so much abuse because I said I wanted Nunes to stay. I got so much
Yeah.
abuse, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm still on that train. I want Nunes to stay. Um, and my reason is still the same. If we spend a ridiculous amount on Isak at 27 years old, and we sell Nunez for whatever 70 or whatever, we get that money back, but we don't know how well Isak is going to fit into the team. We don't know because we have Hugo, we have Nunez. Well, for now, we have Hugo, Nunez, and then we add Isak to that. It's only one ball. There's gonna be, and Salah is still there. Salah is still going to try and score a lot of goals. So I don't know how that dynamics is going to work. They'll figure it out. I think it's going to be great, but is it $140 million worth it? I don't think so. I don't think 140 million is whatever 150 whatever it is that they want. I don't think it's good. It's a good risk for on the business side of you. Now, on the fan side of you, yes, I want Isak only because I wanted to show Newcastle that I'm a big boy. I am not your mate. You can't be dragging transfer. You can't be dragging transfer with me. We are not mates. You can't be telling me, oh, if we don't, we're not selling you Isak, and we're not going to go and buy Ekitike, and now you're gonna end up with no striker. What? Are we mates? Are you serious? So I like the power play. I like the fact that we went for Hugo. And
Yeah.
as a fan, I would love if we go for Isak just to show them that they are small boys, right? But on the footballing side of it, I don't think it's a good move. If Nunez end up staying, which is probably unlikely, but this is me also wishfully thinking. If Nunez stays, I don't think we should go for Isak. But if Nunez leaves and we do get Isak, I think it'd be more of a statement than a necessity, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think it's necessary. We don't know how Hugo is going to Ekitike. We don't know how he's going to hit the ground. Like we don't want to hamper that
Yeah.
development either. If he comes in and he starts scoring goals and he has to share the same pitch or share the same amount of goals with Isak, and we have to share the same amount of goals with Salah, something's going to have to give. Someone's going to have to step back. Someone's going to have to take an assumed role. And I don't know. I think it's a good move if we do get him. Footballing wise, I don't think it's ideal, but we figure it out. We figure it out.
But Isak has been in the Premier League already. He's in the Premier League, so people think he will just adapt, and
Yeah, no,
perform.
no, adaptation is no problem when you are the only one that's expected to score, right? In Newcastle, he was the only one really expected to score. He had 25, 24 goals last season, something like that. Um, Adaptation is easy when you're the only one expected to score. But when you have to share this, let's say we score 50 goals up front, Salah gets 30 of that. Hugo maybe gets 10. Would 10 be enough for Isak on 140 million? I don't think so. And that's assuming that we get 50 goals. We probably definitely going to be more because we scored about 110 or 115 last season in all competition. So if Salah gets 30 of those, and somehow we get lucky and Isak gets 30 of those, that's 60. And Hugo gets 20 of those, that's 70. Well, no, 70, that's 90. Other guys are going to contribute and other guys are
I
going to
wanted to say, are
contribute.
you
But
leaving out other players as well?
yeah, you're leaving out other players. And this is me even still saying that Salah still gets 30, which probably won't happen. But there will be a time where it's only one ball and you have three goal scorers, right? There's going to be some kind of team chemistry issue, and that's one thing that I'm worried about. If we get Isak in there, we don't, like I said, we don't know how Hugo is going to get on, and Salah is still our talisman. So, footballing
Yeah.
wise, I don't know, but I mean, I trust that they'll figure it out. but it's only one ball. We have to share the goals around. And if Isak ended up scoring 10 goals, 15 goals, 20 goals, people are gonna laugh like, oh, we paid 140 million for someone to score 10 goals and 15 goals. They won't put into account that the goals will be spread around in the team. They will call it waste of money. So and that's just on the fan side of you, right? But footballing wise, I don't know if he himself would be happy if he has to be sharing goals with Salah, Ekitike, or with every other person that's scoring goals. If he was bought to be about only, if we didn't buy Hugo, right, and we only went in for Isak, I'm all
Isak.
in. I think that's like the perfect combo. If Salah is not scoring, Isak will score. That's perfect combo. We've already paid 80 million for Hugo. We're not gonna bench him, right? That's stupid business module. We're not gonna bench him. So if we bench Hugo, if we get Isak and we bench Hugo, we're limiting his growth, right? For 80 million pounds, that's not good business either. So, like I said, he's primarily proven is good, but let's also not forget that last season was the first time he actually finished the season without a long injury layoff, right? He was
Yeah.
off maybe 10 days, a couple of games here and there, but not as bad as it was in previous seasons. Liverpool is a little more intense than Newcastle in terms of the demands that the players have. We're going to play more games. So can we count on him being healthy as well? That's another thing we have to look at. Are we ready to pay 140 million for someone that might not play the entire season? So there's a lot to figure out. But as far as like showing Newcastle that they're still new in this game, I want to get Isak just to be petty, just for the pettiness. I just want him. Otherwise, I don't know how we're going to figure it out.
Oh my God, Eddie Howe is my guy. I don't like what's going on actually. I don't like all this drama and. Well, that aside. So let's talk about the left wing now.